It's fun, maybe for 2 years, year and a half. Richie Jackson and I were roommates. He had a little falling out with the lady friend, and we won't go too far into that, but he basically was like, hey dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And so he and I was like, well, just whatever, come live with me, it's cool, whatever, right? He and I have spent a lot of time together, and what's funny is our personality, like, if you saw us hanging out, you'd be like, I don't know why I'm not watching this show all the time, because we're so different from each other. You know, Richie's like, in a really, like most good artists, he's very self-focused and can see things in his version of what he likes, what he wants, in his style. But when I'm like, hey, I'm thinking this or want to do this, a lot of times he's all, right? I'm all, yeah, but Richie, you're creative. But he's like, yeah, in my bracket, I'm creative. Where for me, I've always, because I've constantly pushed myself out of my comfort zone, that I'm constantly trying to create on a level that is, I like to create for other people too. Yeah. I love to throw in the suggestion of not that, like this, or a little bit more, right? Where Richie is like honed down exactly his perfect craft of how he does it. And if you watch from where like, I can't even begin. The exact look of the spot, how it's filmed, where it is, the exact dimensions he knows going to make the trick look best and also flow the best. He is, for exactly what he does, he is a genius of it. And I'll work with ideas, and I'm more of like the miner, right? I'll go get you a new idea. I'll just bang it out of somewhere and like create it. And it's still rough. You're like, oh, that's cool. It'd be really cool into a bank. It'd be really cool if you were to do it a little bit nicer, a little bit better, or a little more like, kind of like more in the skateboard lane, where I'm like, well, I want to go uphill and I want to go backwards and I don't want it right, because my brain, I just get bored easily, where Richie can hone it in where it is skateboarding, but it's one notch over that you never thought about, that makes you go, oh my gosh, it was under my nose the whole time. And then Richie does it perfectly. And then he does it with that finesse that you're like, guess that's real. I don't know how he did it, but I guess it's real, right? Like he can Richie is like a master of finessing something. And I've watched him, and what's beautiful about him, he'll stair step stuff. Like, yeah, he's amazing. He spent tons of time in a skate park. He knows exactly how to backtail, but also if you watch, he'll craft something brand new out of that you just like, you were never, not that you were never going to get to, but you never, it didn't dawn on you, and he'll just make it where it dawns on you, and then there's a precision to it that's incredible. Like, for what he is and what he is, not only that, but let me tell you something else that's genius about him. When he picked that look, he picked the best case scenario 70s, right? And then he added his own flavor so often and so much that he controls what you thought the 70s looked like, and it's not that. It's incredible. It's mind-blowing that he can continue to craft that, new colors, and like, I've never seen someone wear so many ladies shirts that looked right. I'm like, Richie, that is a blouse. He's all, and it looks great. I'm all, it does. You're right. But yeah, dude, he's incredible for this too, is that we'll be in a car together driving down the street. We'll pass Richie, right? Yelling at him. I change my hair all the time. I never wear the same outfit. People are always like, I feel like I've seen you before, but I don't really know. Where Richie is stuck with that look for so long that he's like, it's like seeing Michael Jackson. It's cool that he was smart enough to do that. Like that, whether he meant to or not in that bigger scope, that's genius, because that is your calling card, dude. No one is mistaking him for anybody else. It's never going to happen. And it's funny because I took a little note out of that book, and towards the end of my video part, kind of my like 20 best things that I did, I'm wearing a burgundy, basically monochromatic outfit with short sleeves, because I'm sick of people taking my clips on the internet and just going, look, it's a guy doing something, right? And no credit given. Yeah. It was made by a robot. Who cares? And so I did the exact same outfit for my video part to get to that point on purpose. Because I was like, he's clearly, that dude gets everybody, like, it's like he's the president. Like, people know exactly. And I was like, that is a good idea.
We're chugging through. We're loving doing this stuff for you guys. If you want to support us, if you want to make sure that we can keep getting, better quality set, better quality lights, make the filming better,
Bigger batteries for the camera.
Bigger batteries for the camera.
Yes.
You know, all that kind of stuff. You can do that by just liking, following the page, and subscribing to the YouTube channel. That is what really makes a difference to us.